Oh, hi. We're here in Edinburgh, Scotland. We have our European Defender, and we are going to make a north to south crossing of the United Kingdom. Oh my God, the biggest, most terrifying bug in the world.
That was a massive little black bumblebee.
Like the size of a small car. We just arrived from beautiful Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Our bags may wreck. They may not.
But we're here because, well, the reason we came, amongst other things, is that a very good friend of ours is getting married on the Isle of Skye up in the northern part of this beautiful Scotland. And so we decided that we would get our European Defender, the TDCI Puma car, shipped here, and then we would drive it. And we'll drive to the Isle of Skye, and then we'll drive all the way down to the south of London, basically going north to south across most of the continent, almost as far as you can go here in the beautiful British Isles.
I feel like you can't say that we're going almost as far as you can go, because there's going to be some Brits that are going to be like, well, actually, you could go all the way to Guernsey.
I don't care about those people. You know what? It's good enough for me. You know what? If you do it then. You get an old friggin' Defender and you drive then, and then you can say you went the whole way, and then you're better than me. And great, good for you. Good for you. I am gonna go most of the way and basically say I went all the way. I think that's fine. That's how we do this. So we'll give you a tour of the Defender, and we've got lots of fun activities with fun Land Rover people planned throughout the week. It's gonna be great. Liza's gonna be navigating. I'm gonna be driving. When I'm navigating, Liza
We're
will
gonna be lost.
Lost, yeah, we're definitely gonna be lost. So we may end up full north to south just by accident, because I'm not really a navigator so much as a driver. So it's starting to rain a little bit. I don't know where it's coming from when there's not really any clouds.
It's all clouds.
It's all, oh, that's the sky. The sky is clouds.
The sky is clouds.
Oh, it's just one big cloud.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's nice. All right, well, we will see you throughout the journey, and we'll see you on the trail. All right, here it is, our European Land Rover Defender 110. It's a 2009 TDCI model, the Puma. We're gonna show you some of the interesting features up close. All right, well, the first thing you'll notice is, because this is a TDCI version model, this was the same on the TD5s, there are no actual vents anymore. This is just blanked out. Normally, this would have been cut out of the bulkhead, so the indent is still there, because of course Land Rover doesn't do anything they don't absolutely have to. It has an air conditioning system and heating system like a car from the 1980s. Of course, this is a car from 2009, but whatever, that's fine. All right, because this is a new Land Rover Defender, it doesn't have the super fun inward-facing bench seats like Land Rovers have had forever. As it turns out, those are very dangerous, I guess. I don't know. The world is just a less fun place than it was in the 1960s, 70s. So instead, this Defender has the more Discovery-like, flippy, downy, forward-facing seats. And basically, there's a little lever, and you just sort of flip these guys down. Then an adult person can sit back here, you know? So if I wanted to sort of, oh yeah, it is super comfortable. Oh, so much room. Yeah, super great. Not too close to the roof or the window or anything. The nice thing is if you need extra elbow room, you simply open this window and lean out as you're driving. It's much safer than the inward-facing bench seats. All right, here is the second row back seat of the Land Rover Defender. This has the more modern style flippy downy seats like you would have in like a regular car. So the lever here that lifts this one up, and there's a little leash back here that gives you all this extra cargo room. Now, of course, the wheel well is still here as it's always been in a Defender. So you don't have like a flat floor space per se. Also, the bars that actually latch these seats down to the floor stick up quite a bit. So, you know, it's not like you can stack through all this cargo space, but it is cool that you can fold these down, and it makes it a little bit easier to sleep in it if you wanted to do so. These headrests are also adjustable, so you can lift them up so that they block all of the view from the front of the car. So there's just nothing but headrests when you look out the back. So here's the front of the Land Rover Defender. Now, the difference with a TDCI car, a Puma, is almost entirely up here until we get, of course, under the hood. This is the modern Defender dash. So this dash was the last upgrade that they made to the Land Rover Defender before they stopped making it in 2016. This car doesn't have it, but it has the option for roll down power windows. The TD5 had that as well. It has the option for a radio mounted where a regular radio would go. Again, the TD5 sort of have a modified version of that. But the biggest thing is that the air handling, air conditioning, heating is all done almost like a Jeep Wrangler. These look very Jeepy, these round louvers for the air conditioning and heating system, and it works really well. The car actually stays relatively cool and it gets relatively warm for a Defender. This was a fairly well taken care of car. It came from Italy, which is not usually where you find things well taken care of, and it does smell just a slight bit of mortadella inside of the car. It's a nice aroma. All right, here it is, the power plant under the bonnet of the 110. This is a TDCI, a 2.4 liter turbocharged diesel, and that's again sourced from Ford. It was used heavily in the Transit van. This is 120 horsepower turbo diesel, intercooled diesel motor, common rail diesel. And it puts out about 265 foot-pounds of torque from the factory. This one's a little bit older, so it's maybe somewhere near that still. All right, the TDCI Defenders are equipped with a 6-speed transmission. So they have 6 forward gears in both high and low range, so really 12 forward gears, and of course reverse. It has a locking center differential, just like all Defenders always have, and that's operated off the transfer case lever here. So same as it's ever been, high and low range, locked and unlocked. The interesting thing about all TD5 cars and forward is a technology called anti-stall. So in order to get this car to go, all you have to do is take your foot off the clutch. It won't allow itself to stall out because of lack of fuel. The computer actually raises the revs and pushes the car forward. Now that's fantastic off-road when you don't necessarily have to worry about being in the right gear and actuating the clutch exactly right, otherwise you'll stall. The car takes care of making sure that you're always progressing no matter how bogged down the engine gets. It'll just increase the revs. It's a super cool technology. It's also great in traffic and roundabouts and makes the car a little bit nicer to drive in the city, but it is absolutely amazing off-road. And with all 6 gears, that first gear is pretty low in this car. You can almost start off in second gear, and anti-stall will take care of making sure that you pull away smoothly. What are you looking forward to doing this week?
I am looking forward to possibly getting to see some tennis this week.
Oh, yeah. Like and subscribe to find out more about the tennis. It's gonna be awesome. Very easy to be lulled into a false sense of security when you're driving the car on the normal side, and you know, you just wander over to where it belongs, and there's other cars there going the opposite direction. So
They don't like that.
Yeah, that should be fun. It's gonna be fun. They love it. They love it. We've got Slovakian plates. We can basically, it's like diplomatic immunity. We can do anything we want. It doesn't matter.
Is it though?
I think that's how that works. Yeah, I pretty much think so. I mean, I think it's in Vlado's name still. So you know, yeah, sorry.
Sorry, Vlado.
Absolutely promises to be. one heck of an adventure. It's going to be some serious Land Rovering, and hopefully no breakdowns, but whatever. We happen to be in a country that like has no problem fixing your shitty old Defender. Like that's they made it, so they had to fix it. That's sort of how it works. So yeah, so looking forward to that. But we'll check in along the trail, and like and subscribe if you want to find out more about this adventure. Do it now, because don't forget, by the time you get to the end of this video, you'll be so captivated. You may be drawn to tears. I don't know. So do it now, right? It's right down there. It's like down. I think it's in this area here. Just smash that like button, smash that subscribe, leave comments about how we're not actually going all north to south. I'm happy to argue with you in the comments. It'd be great. I welcome it. In fact, bring it on. We've got a big drive tomorrow. We're driving up to the Isle of Skye over the course of the day tomorrow. Lots of little tracks and country lanes and tiny bridges and sheep and all kinds of shit to get through. So looking forward to that, and we'll check in along the way. Join us next week for an all-new adventure as we continue our tour of the Isle of Skye and meet with Land Rover legend Duncan Barber. Remember, like and subscribe so you don't miss a moment of all the adventure to come.